It seems insensitive to be worrying about that at a time like this. But I think my brain is sort of desperate to cling to whatever it can to distract itself from the rest of this moment. I didn't want to poke around, but it looks like it went straight through. Small caliber round and minimal amount of damage, but it keeps bleeding. Tom reports to Dad as he crouches down next to him. He's breathing fine, but still no signs of consciousness. Dad bites his lip with worry and looks up into the sky, as if he can make the helicopter appear faster. Declan, get over here and keep pressure on the wound so I can chase after whoever did this, Tom orders. Declan barely started to move toward him before Dad holds up his hand. No, you're not armed, and they clearly are. It's not safe. Tom starts to argue, but Dad is adamant. He has a look of determination on his face I haven't seen as of yet, not even after the whole billboard incident. No, I know you'd likely be fine, Tom, but I already have one child with a gunshot wound. Let's not make it two. Tom gives in to Dad and stays where he is while keeping an eye on our surroundings for any danger. His body is tight with tension, like a coiled spring ready to leap if needed. His eyes focused and determined. What has he been through to make him like this? I stand out of the way, threading my hands in each other, twisting and turning as guilt and worry almost suffocate me. This is all my fault. Who else but my stalker would be taking a shot at Holden? Maybe they saw us together at the club the other night. But how could that be? If they were there at the same time as us, how did they have time to create that macabre scene in the stables? Unable to give myself any comforting answers, my mind goes back to the still and pale Holden. His skin tone has slowly started to gray as we stand there waiting. Jaxon, Kai, and Declan have slowly made their way closer to me, forming some kind of protective barrier between me and whatever might come next. I can feel them all around me, each of them having more than enough presence that makes them impossible to ignore. Now that my adrenaline is gone, I'm starting to realize just how cold my soaked clothes are. Each drop that slides to the ground leaves a cool trail that has me shivering. As much as they're eyeing our surroundings, they must be keeping an eye on me as well, since they all shuffle even closer, their warmth offering a small amount of comfort. That hits me with a startling moment of clarity. Who would have thought that I'd ever find their presence comforting? I mean, Kai, sure, but the others? Now's not really the time to contemplate my relationship, or lack thereof, with the Summers men. But it's more pleasant to think about that than how closely Holden is tiptoeing alongside death. Everyone seems lost in thought as we wait for the helicopter, and it's not much longer before the telltale thump of the blades can be heard. The noise grows louder and louder as it gets closer, and the four of us move out of the way, giving the helicopter plenty of room to land in the field. My hair whips around my face as it descends, and Kai wraps his arm around my shoulders, pulling me into his body to shield me from the flying debris the rotors are kicking up. We watch in silence, knowing there's no use in trying to yell above the noise as the door opens. 2 paramedics jump out, one carrying a stretcher and the other a bag of supplies, their faces set in carefully neutral expressions despite the obvious emergency. Ducking their heads, they hurry toward the group surrounding Holden. With the sound echoing through my ears, I can't hear what they say, but Oliver, Thomas, and Dad move away, allowing them room to check him out. They make quick work of taking his vitals and bandaging the wound. From where I stand, it looks like the blood may have slowed, which is a good sign that it didn't hit anything vital. Before I know it, they've maneuvered him onto the stretcher. Once they have him settled and secured, they say something else to Dad, and after a quick nod, the paramedics efficiently get Holden squared away in the helicopter. Dad turns to Oliver and Thomas.